My God. What the fuck is going on? Tony, Lily is live.
Were you taking over? What were you doing? Oh, geez. Sorry. I had to set something up, and I come in and I find out Lily's doing a stand-in for me. I don't even think she's subscribed to the channel, to be honest with you. Let me scroll back. Everybody, please hit the like button. I'd appreciate the algorithm jump. We have 23 folks and only 13 likes. We have Darren, Alida, Corey. I like saying Alida. I don't know why I do. And we have William, Kevin, Otto, Justin, and Ashley, because I know Ashley's sitting with them. And we have Jim, and we have Jen, a little snuggle bunny. She's 4 hours away from me. So how is everybody doing? Well, we got 27 in here, all right. 17 likes. The likes are climbing. Hey, Neil, how are you? Sorry about the Lily thing. I had to go do something real quick, and there is Buster's Travel, my friend Dave. I didn't know Lily was standing there looking. I don't know what she was doing because there's really not much to look at here. I'm trying to get this camera set up here. And Jorg. Kevin, he wants to know about Maggie Valley this weekend. You guys got all kind of stuff going on. Get out of here. Go. Lily knows it's time to act up, and I don't know why she does that. And Kevin will be there, and there is Heidi. We got 32 people that quick. We only have 23 likes. Now I feel sad. I hope everybody's been having a good weekend. I made a mess of my garage. I got to clean up so I can film tomorrow. She's so-so, Darren. We think we might have it narrowed down. I'll find out tomorrow and see if she's doing better. When she woke up days ago, that was scary. 6:30 in the morning, and she woke me and said, "Hey, Mad Moose," said, "I need you to take me to the emergency room right now." That kind of gets you up quick out of bed. So, thank you, Jen. She's a good pup. It's just when I'm in here, I don't know why. I have no idea why she starts acting up, because normally she just kind of hangs out. Hi, Anthony. So, I mean, normally she's good. But, hey, Jim, how are you, brother? Jim, did you see what I did by accident and now it's too late? The Slades second annual get-together, I'm doing just a wide-open invite, for this coming year. And I did it at Keystone State Park, which is beautiful there. Lots of big level parking lot. It'll hold a couple hundred, 200-300 cars. And hi, Rod and Deanna. Oh, you got to go. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. I got that spot. It was the only date available, literally, for this summer. So thank you, Kurt. Thank you for the support and welcome in. And we have Air Suckers Garage, which is Adam, my friend. But anyhow, it's July 12th, wide open invite. I did put the invite and everything, the virtual flyer. Yeah, you seen that, Jim. I didn't know it was Jim's in Ohio that day. There's nothing I can do about it. So I figure who shows up, shows up. Who can't, then I'm not going to be mad. It's very difficult with reserving a lot of the places to no, DW, I haven't yet. I've not been there. Somebody else brought it up to me. I can't remember who now. Somebody did. And thank you, Dr. Edub. She's not doing real good yet, but I'm hoping, that she gets back in the saddle, So, and thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. Sure startles you, when things go upside down. You just don't expect that. But yeah, Jim, I did July 12th. There was nothing I can do. I already paid for the spot and it's non-refundable. And I really wanted that spot. So I guess I should start reserving them like 10 years in advance. These people grab them nice areas up, but it is a beautiful spot. I hope some folks show up, but I think they will. And they can camp there too. There's cabins, yurts, camping spots. Kevin Elliott had, him and April had camped there. And I forget who else now, but it is a nice spot. It really is. Much better than what this past year's spot that I had. Dude, I love going. I kind of here will be there. Circuit Wags is a great show. I won't be able to attend because it's too far for me to drive. Your dogs or anything. My dogs, I feel like this is not time play instead of settling down. Lily my granddaughter was here today. So Lily had to go in her crate. Now, no, she would never hurt her, but she would knock her over, want to jump up and down and play with her. And my granddaughter's too little right now for that. So she was in her crate most of the day. So now I just let her back out, I don't know, a couple hours ago or whatever. And she's all wound up, and that's normal, Thank you, Jorg. I will tell her that. I don't know if she's watching or not. She was relaxing on the couch. She may be watching. Buster Travel Camp there also. Okay, Dave. I thought you did, but I wasn't 100% sure because it was so hectic that day. And I did feel bad because I wanted to literally sit down with each person and talk to everybody. And I didn't think that many people were going to show up. So I was trying to sit with everybody as much as I could, I said sorry about Heather, not serious. I hope you for that. I will, Dawn. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. There's no way you would have known the same date. No, Jim, I didn't. And I'll be at Jim's couple weeks, I guess. I think October 5th without looking. I'll be there. Heather and I will be there. And unless, but Heather should be okay, I'm supposing, by then. But I'll be bringing my granddaughter, my son, my 2 daughters, and I'm not filming. I just want to go to gyms and walk around and have fun. Hopefully I have self-control and I don't film. But, we'll see. I already had 3 people tell me they're going to gyms in the morning and then coming out to my show in the afternoon. So that's pretty cool too, though, Kevin Elliott, he's talking to... It's tough to talk with everyone, understandable. It is, Dave. It was very, very hard because, I didn't want anybody to feel like, geez, I came there and he didn't even bother talking to me long. And I felt so bad. I was jumping back and forth as much as I could. And I think in total, because if you had to come and leave, there was about 60 or 70 people, which I thought was a really nice turnout for the first year. I'm sorry, I was seeing what Lily was doing. This year, it's just wide open invite, so I'm hoping we get a couple hundred cars, I think that would be really great. And I know it's hard for some folks they're coming for. Brian Mead, towed his in on a trailer. Beautiful, beautiful car he has. All you folks have beautiful cars. You really do. And let me scroll back a hair. What's going on with Heather? Well, you know what, Adam? She decided to get into that MMA fighting, and I told her at her age it was a really bad idea. But no, I'm just kidding. She had a medical emergency at like 6 in the morning, and kind of scared her, so I took her to the ER. We think we're pretty sure we know what it is, but for what happened to her, because I don't want to get graphic on here and then somebody gets mad, turns me in. But it scared her, scared me, Lily. I mean, I kept cool because that's what guys do, But I'm 99.9 sure that we know what it is, and it could be taken care of hopefully sooner than later, though. Would love to attend, but my bug is way too low. There would be nothing left of it. Drove it. I'm in southern PA, 40 minutes north of Baltimore. Maybe I might trail it or just drive my wife's car. Well, you're more than welcome to come either way. And we did have some people trailer their cars. I don't know if you're on the group or not. I'm going to pronounce your name Kanan. Kanan. Apologize. There's room for a trailer if you do choose to trailer it. I'm trying to get as many people as I can to bring their Volkswagens, because I'm going to have my older daughter does photography work that makes mine look like romper room. So I'm going to have her film it next year, the whole show, the cars, and I am going to get some trophies available and pass them out to people for their cars and that who daily driver class. We'll do a couple different things, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. I can't believe how well the first one went. I was very, very happy. I left there. I was so happy. I just bought a 71 Super Beetle. The aluminum heater boxes that go from the shroud down to the box are missing. Could that be making it run hot? Can hardly touch the dipstick. Aluminum heater hoses that go from the shroud to the heater box. Oh yeah, you need them on there, Moose. Yeah, you have to. That the hoses, if you're talking about from the fan shroud down, the two flexible aluminum ones, yeah, unless you cap them off, you can get the rubber adjustable flick freeze plugs or whatever, baby food jar lid, cap them off because you're losing airflow to the motor. So yeah, definitely. How as far as Keystone from where this year's was? About 15 minutes. That's all, Justin. It's not much further. Keystone, I don't know if you've seen the pictures, you or Ashley, on the, I think I just put them on my wall maybe when we were there, checking the spot before we reserved it, and it is so beautiful. There's even a fireplace there. The pavilion is massive, has electric. The parking lot, you take 4 steps up from the pavilion. There's a big, nice level paved lot. It's really, really nice. It was worth it. But Justin, depending, I don't know what's up, but you could follow us from our house out to there, but that's a ways off, I guess, that is a good way to put it. Hey Shane, how you doing? And thanks for your info. We'll be praying for her if there's anything we can do. Thank you. I appreciate that, Adam. I really do. The only thing I know that the way you could help is she said it would really help if, you have my car professionally painted and the interior all done for me, but I'm just guessing that's what would help. I don't know. Thanks, brother. And I seen your live on Facebook today. I bought a 72 G with no bumpers. How hard is it to get the tile bar bumpers to work? Shane, I do not have. Hi, Roger. I don't have a Gia. I don't know, to tell you the truth. I hope somebody on here can chime in. If not, on their Facebook group, if you belong on there, Shane, I would put that up there because there's a lot of Gia guys on there. But I don't want to tell you. I'm really not sure. And Dylan, a little wait a second. I'll bold through a 200 game. Nice. I liked bowling, but there was a problem with it. My ball wanted to go down the gutter a lot. So I'm a lefty. So maybe that's what made me a bad bowler. I'm not sure. Mr. William White, the date is July 12th. I had to think for a minute, which I don't do often. July 12th, and it's at Keystone State Park. I have no way of putting the virtual flyer on here. So I have it on a Facebook group in Slades VW community if you're on there. If not, Eternally Grapefruit. I like that. Welcome aboard. I like that. And thank you, Justin. I just see you put the date up. I guess I could put it on the community tab on YouTube here, but I don't think many people look at that for some reason. Alida said, Mad Moose, you most definitely need them for 71 Super, either black low codos or they are cooler at the edge. Yeah, I mean, if you remove them, you have to cap it off. If not, you're losing airflow. You know what I mean? And that would be Cogsy. Australia. Would it be daytime there? I think in daytime. Yeah. I'm trying to calculate because I have a friend in Belgium, which is totally different. I get that. And he's 6 hours ahead because we live chat sometimes with Facebook Messenger, which is really cool. Let me see. I do. And Ken is my son's name. Me and Jason Warren. Oh, wait, I know that name, Jason Warren. Thank you so much for your channel message on FB. Helped me so much with my 65. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Jason Warren. Now, I know that name, but I apologize. And that's a cool name. I hope I'm pronouncing the Canaan right. It's like a strong name. That's just the first thing that hit me. Dog, my buddy Keith. How are you, my friend? I hope you're having a great day, brother. I really do. I'm glad you stopped in. Heidi said, I have 71 gi with towel bars, and we wear pictures and measurements. I knew somebody would chime in. I forgot Heidi had one, but I didn't know if you had the towel bars or not. Wait 1 minute. Throat got dry because I talked too much. Last week I was having, screen jumped, wait. Tune in a new upbeat carbon engine, still the same, not able to get idling right. What to do with that eternally? I'll just call you that. We'll call you Eternal. Be careful, like don't catch your motor on fire like I did once. Instead of using starting fluid or carb cleaner, as the motors get hot and blah, 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 with your idle jet, first of all, spray at the throttle shaft and see if the car picks up idle or stalls out really quick. If so, then the throttle shaft's bad on it. New or not, I've seen it before. If not, then maybe start playing with that idling jet. You probably have a 55 on her. You may have to jump up to a 60 possibly. Now, that's just me guessing without hearing everything, 11:50 a.m. the next day here in Australia. Sadly, my Super Beetle was in the shop. Oh, that's no good. But I know the filling, mine's in the air with nothing on it, sitting there in the garage. But I started Bodywork, I don't know, days ago. And tomorrow, actually, back in the garage again, Bodywork. I'm just going to stay on the Bodywork 2-3 days a week and keep filming it so I can bore people with them extra films. And once it's in primer, that's it. I'm slamming all the parts on it and getting it done. I want to drive it really bad. Daryl Bennett, how are you? I've been doing my rear quarter panel as well. I posted pics earlier. The little brushes you mentioned you got for $1. I'm afraid it has 36 in the box for $13. Whoa! I've been getting ripped off at Walmart. There's a surprise. Okay, because I got to go to Harbor Freight anyhow. I'll grab a box of them. Daryl, I use them on everything. I can't even stress enough how much I use those damn brushes. I was doing them with putting rust bullet on and everything, but thank you so much. I don't like Bodywork. I don't hate it, but I think the biggest part I don't like is I am not a professional body man. I can eat a lot of pizza though, but you which I didn't get, but normally you get in the comments, don't do this, you're doing it wrong, you're an idiot, your mom stinks, it's like, come on, but I'll do the best that I can on it. Mine's going to be a daily driver and a budget build. although it ain't seeming very budget friendly all of a sudden with the prices and stuff. But yeah, thank you. I'll grab them at Harbor Freight. I definitely need just a box of them because I just throw them out when I'm done. Hanging in there as long as I can. You're strong, brother. Don't stop being strong. I I think about you more than you realize. And I do read, Heather, all your messages. Actually, I just hand her my phone and she reads them. But you stay strong, buddy, because in a couple of weeks, then, without getting personal there, on here, everything will start looking up. You just got to get down this little bump in the road. I feel for you, brother. Check with brake cleaner. Yeah, use brake cleaner. I hit it once. My engine was hot on my last Beetle that was in here, and it was getting to the end, and the project was pretty much finished, and all of a sudden it decided to start stalling at idle. Car was hot, sitting there, running in the garage forever, and of course, I think I had carb cleaner or starting fluid. I think it was starting fluid because that's all I had left, and I sprayed it, and boom, that was it. But I keep a fire extinguisher on hand, so I reacted quickly, and then it took me 2 hours to clean the mess up. I bought a $70 carb off Amazon, slapped it on, runs perfect, very minimal tuning. Yeah, you got lucky with that, Justin. Although I'm hearing about a lot of people having luck with them Amazon carburetors. I am sure down the road the bushing will get loosed in the throttle shaft, but for what you pay for them, if you get 2-3 years out of them, it's nothing to complain about. Use water in a spray bottle, check for leaks. Excuse me, non-flammable engine. Dies down when you find the leak. Oh, goody, I got hiccups. Wonderful. And Raymond Scott, how are you? Where did you get the large wiring diagram print you have in the garage? Let me see if he answered yet. Where are you at, Darren? One of the club members, Darren, he's in here somewhere. He's hanging out. He had sent that to me as a gift, which I really appreciated. And I like it. I just think I have a lot of stuff in the garage walls, like, STP or Hurst shifter, stuff like that. But I got to tell you, that wiring diagram, it really made me smile. Folks have been hooking up with me and giving me little things to hang on the garage wall. Buster's Travel, he brought something, Dave, to the meet, and I showed that one of my videos recently. And I love getting stuff to put on the garage walls. I'm childish like that. Waiting on a reconditioned German Solix car from Volksbits. Hope it will work. It will work. Eternally, trust me. I know some people complain and go, they're $250 or $300. I was going to start doing carburetors like that, like literally taking my drill press, changing the bushings, doing them the Volksbits way, completely, 100%. And I don't think I can squeeze in the time right now. And I got to find out about bushing kits. I know what kind of carb kits I like, that are good quality. But I didn't look up bushings, and I did want to start doing that basically to get some of them carburetors out on the market, at a good price. But I haven't dove in yet because I've had too much else going on. But you saying, hope it works, it will work. While you're waiting on that, though, and your engine's nice and cold, why don't you maybe, if you didn't do this already, adjust your valves, like get some of that stuff out of the way. If you didn't already, I'm sure you did. That way, when you get it to the point of, maybe go ahead and static time the motor. Don't start it, try to start it. And when you put that Volksbits carb on, you're going to be happy. I guarantee you'll be happy with that. Thank you, lady. I appreciate the feedback. I'll order a set in the morning. Thank you, Slade, for the answer. You're welcome, Moose. No problem, bud. It definitely will make it run hot. There's no doubt about that. I'm not a body guy there, but I got it close enough. The brushes are decent. I applied a whole gallon of bed liner, and I got it done. Just throw it away, and they went for the next coat. That's funny you brought that up, Daryl. I just bought Heather a new truck. Well, 2.5 years old. That's new. And it is in very nice condition. Black is a real pain in the butt to keep clean. Oh, I wax it And like 2 minutes later, it's just, oh, never mind. But anyhow, I looked into Herculiner and Bedliner. Which one do you recommend? I'm going to ask a question for a change. Because I watched a couple guys brush on, roll on, blah, blah, blah. But her bed's really nice inside. There's a few scratches, but not down to the metal. But I thought I better power wash it, clean it, and get some bed liner on there because we do use the truck. Hey, never been funny. What's up, Ben? How you doing, brother? Congrats being in VW Trends magazine. I think I might have told you that already, though, but I wanted to say it again. I'm gonna probably do what you did, Ben. Ben Reynolds has never been funny, but he is funny. He took his article, and I believe through Ken Kitley, I think his name is. He took his one-page article and got it made into a poster. And I'm proud of being in VW Trends. So I think I'm going to do the same, maybe for the garage wall or something. They are over $400 now. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know they went that high, and I won't put him down. He's good. He's very, very good. Wow. I thought they were around 250, to tell you the truth. I have probably about 20 carbs to start out with. I got at a buyout a while back, and they're all Solex 34 threes, and that's what clicked one day. I thought, wonder if I should just scrub these till they're like brand new, blast them, do what I need to do, put all new bushings in, new kits, make them perfect, and get them out on the market for people. But 400, I couldn't charge that. That seems high, but he's good. I mean, when you get his carburetor, you almost don't want to put them on the car because they're so nice. You want to like put it on a shelf or something, you know? They're beautiful. Sorry, I missed that. I sent Jay's paid local printer here and have put on a banner. I downloaded off file. I did it because I can't see the small lines. Oh, tell me about that. I know. Sometimes I'll take pictures of stuff with my phone and then spread it so I can see. Oh, getting old's great. I got the key diagram in my Bentley. I want one on my wall. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah, Heidi. It really makes life easy because I have glanced over at it a couple times, staring at it, and went, thanks, Darren. And I know he can't hear me, but Volkswagen will do just the shaft bushings for $80. That's not bad, honestly. It's really not. His work is amazing. It really is, Jim, but you already know that, I'm sure. Corey had Volkswagen do his carburetor for his 68, and it was a year or two ago. I can't remember where Corey stopped. Well, I seen him more than that, but I happened to look, and I was like, I wouldn't even put that on the car. It was too pretty. It was so beautiful. And he even said that. I didn't want to put it on the car. But boy, it runs smooth, though. We'll check valves again. Engine is 5 miles on it, though. All new engine from Chico Racing. Is that Charco or Chico? You know what? Did you already do the cam break in? So just be careful with that, you know, if you're having a problem with it stalling or anything, you know. But yeah, I would do the valves. You know, if you're waiting on the carburetor, then you have time. So maybe just do the valves like a nice fresh static timing set and everything. I think that's just the way to do it. It's just an opinion. I had anything signs or anything in my garage, just stalls of cars. You know what? I wanted to put a lot of where they at? They're in the curio cabinet. I have a ton of the big die cast Beetles. I love them. Heather buys me a lot of them. And I was going to put all that in the garage, and I thought I better not. With me spraying up there and doing stuff in dirt, you know, that's the only problem. But I've been doing that wood walls. So I don't know if anybody caught the video I did on garage pallet walls, and you burn the wood and put it up. It's nice. The garage has that rustic feel to it, and I really like that, you know. Yeah, Ken does it. Good dude. I might hang it or let me take it. Shows. Yeah, Ben, I sent him a message. I got to catch up with him, though. I kind of sent him a message and asked him about it. Now I got to answer him back, but I'm going to go ahead and get that done. When you brought that up on your wall or something, I can't remember, but I caught it, and I'm like, now that is cool. Because if I tried to print it out or do anything and get it bigger, it would just end up a mess, you know. I'm a big fan of Duplicolor with the Kevlar in it. Oh, Kevlar in it. I used it in the bed of my Chevy truck. It worked great. I used Rust-Oleum bed liner on the Beetle because of the cost. I get it 50% off. Oh, yeah. I didn't know if one was better than the other. I watched. I didn't know Duplicolor had Kevlar in it. That's pretty good. Uh, so if somebody takes a pop at the truck, then yeah, you're safe. I don't care. Probably shouldn't have said it, but I did. But anyhow, I seen Herculiner, but sometimes I can't tell uh, with people doing sponsors. Me, if I'm sponsoring an item, I will tell you if it stinks and do not buy it. I don't care. I'm not. I'm just ignorant that way because I don't want you to go spend your money, you know. But some of the YouTubes showed Herculiner and blah blah blah, and it was just the best thing since sliced bread. But then when I went online and started looking, I was like, oh. So I'll go ahead and take what you said then. Duplicolor, I like their products. I really, I don't have no problems with them. Rust-Oleum bedliner, I did watch some on that too. Rust-Oleum's been out forever too, though. They are another good product. If I rebuilt my steering box, will that mess up my alignment? I'm scared because there's no way to get my bug on alignment rack. No, doing your steering box, no. I mean, when you're trying to picture in my head, I just did a video on the steering box the other day. Obviously, you're going to pull maybe your pitman arm off. I would make sure you mark that so it goes back on the same exact way. But I hate to say that, and then you do it, and then it's out of alignment. You know what I mean? I'm aligning my bug myself when I'm done. I probably should do a video on that, I guess. But I always align them here, you know, right in my garage, and I've never had an issue. But I with your steering box, if you mark everything, I don't believe it would knock your alignment out because your tie rods and everything, you know, and your camber on your ball joint, you know, I don't know if you had a super or not, but that's where your adjustments come for that. Tim replates all the parts too. Yeah, he does. Eternal, he does. He does replate everything. I guess like a nickel plating, maybe, but he's been at it a long time. I mean, when he actually when he does it, you're not guessing, am I going to get a decent carburetor off this guy? Tim does it, and it's like, I don't know. It is like God did it. It's like you're getting it back, and it's perfect. I mean, there's no replacing what he does. There's no doubt. FedEx bought Kinko's. Oh, I didn't know they bought Kinko's. Wonder if they still do large prints. Could check with them to see if they would print out a schematic. I didn't know that FedEx bought them, dog. I had no idea, to tell you the truth. Cam break-in was done on a dyno. Oh, okay. All right. That's good then. Room for one more? You mean one more? How you doing, brother? Pulled 56 horsepower. What size motor was that, Eternal? And got to remember, that's at the rear wheels. You know, people were always saying, I got 95 horsepower, which in a Beetle, it does make them move along pretty well. But a lot of times they're not telling you what's the rear wheel. If that was, oh, wait, no, your dyno was probably, if it was done there, it was probably on the machine then, I think. I don't know. I've heard very, very good things about Raptor liner. It's a little more expensive than the other that I mentioned, but it's done along like 2000 use a heart. There's plus cons with the application gun. I'll have to look that up. Raptor liner. I'll look into that because I definitely got to do hers before winter because if not, it will make me crazy. So I definitely want to do it. I know I called one place near me. He just said bed liner, so who knows what he was using, but that's all this guy does, I think. And he said something like $480. I'm like, nah, I can do it a little cheaper than that, you know. But I know he's keeping the truck, power washing it out, drying it, probably, you know, wiping it down with something. So I know he's got to make money, and I understand that, you know. Anybody here ever own a 411 or 412? I haven't at all. I had a 413, but I'm just kidding. I thought of Mr. Mom if anybody's seen that. 220, 221, whatever it takes. Yeah, my wife and I had a disagreement on where to put my diecast VWs. We promised each other we would never go to Dead Mad. Been up since Tuesday. You still got your sense of humor, Keith. Okay. Oh my. Everybody here, as you see Dog 01B, that is a friend of mine, Keith, and everybody keep him in your thoughts because he's going through some very, very, very serious matters right now, health-wise. So if you could please keep him in your thoughts, I'd appreciate that. I really do. What do you think of the breather tube system? Takes the oil blood by from the filler tube and dump it into the carburetors. I never used them. It's not that way. I just, I think I did a video maybe a month ago or two. I can't remember because time's going fast for some reason. It's probably because I'm older, but I just did a video on the regular MP breather system, which I had used before and it worked perfectly fine. But I have not used the one that dumps it into the carbs, although I don't think it's a bad thing because I think it'll take it in there and just burn it right out, to be honest with you. Jeff said, please do a video on home alignment right now. Okay, I'll be back. No, I'm just... No, you know what, Jeff? I planned on it. I got to go get a gauge. My buddy had one. And yeah, wait, I can get it off of my buddy. My buddy Gary got one. He lives like right up the street. And we were going to do it on my 73 Super, but it didn't fit the drums, this gauge. But I'll grab a gauge off of him and I'll do the alignment. I got to figure out how to do, I have a swing axle, even though I hate them. I got to figure out how to align the back, like with the camber is or whatever, so to speak. I'm not good with the back, but I can assure you I'll get it figured out before the time comes because I want to do a 4-wheel alignment with the swing axle. And I was going to pull the body and switch over to an IRS, but I hated to pull the body, and I don't use the word hate often, on a good car. You know what I mean? I just now Heather's that 77 blue one that you guys and gals might have seen, you know, it's outside here. Actually, she's washing that next week and recovering it. So I might film her washing it real quick. But IRS handles so nice. So that means my swing axle, I can't act like an idiot in the bends. Where would you take a car designed pre-World War II for a wheel alignment in 2024? Actually, Ham's Auto, there's one right up the road from me, and he literally prefers doing like the older Beetles. I could go on and on. He likes lining up all the old cars, and he's not very old himself, but he is really good at it. And I always see cars there. But I'm definitely going to line mine myself and do a pretty nice video on that to do the 4-wheel alignment. So I'll probably do the front end, and then part 2 will be the back end. For some reason, when I make the videos too long, the watch time is bad. Like people got ADHD or something and they can't hang in here. I don't know. I think I have ADHD though. But 1600 dual port. Okay. Well, that was pretty good horsepower then out of it. You did fine. I mean, Eternal, are you going to run dual carburetors, like dual 34s? Oh, no, I'm sorry. See what happened there? It went downhill. You're waiting for the Volks bits. I mean, truthfully, the only thing I really don't like on the stock ones is the restrictive exhaust system. Other than that, stock is the way to go. I'm sorry. I know people get mad when I say that because they will just run and run and run and run. Stroker motors can start causing some issues. Bigger pistons can. But I've owned both that went many miles also, but stock is really nice. It honestly is. CJ 221. Nobody ever gets that. Yeah, Mr. Mom. Let me see here. I got to catch up. I'm messing around. Ooh, really messing around. Let me see here. My Volkswagen car is the most wonderful thing. Tim found a crack in my car body that I've never seen. He replaced the body free. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, Neil, and welcome in. Yeah, he is very, very good at what he does. And the nice thing about Tim is he's honest. And that's hard to find sometimes. He's very honest. Hey, just wrap up working my bug and I'm checking in. How's Heather today? She's so, Dave. Welcome in, buddy. We'll know soon more as time goes on if we're accurate on what could be wrong, you know. And Raymond Scott, thanks, Doug. CJ, after building an engine, how long until you stop worrying? Probably never. That's like when I have my sponsor, Randy Kelso, the Save the V-Dub, and he's like, I want to sponsor you, send me your German engine block, blah, blah, blah. So he builds the 1904 for me. And I said, hey, film the first startup of the cam break-in. I wanted to put that on the channel. His response was, why, do you want to see me a nervous wreck while I'm starting it? I thought that was great. I mean, after you do the cam break-in and you're running it, you're fine. I mean, I like to take a step back though and like let it cool down, readjust the valve, stuff like that, you know. Also got my engine bolted to the transmission and got started on assembly. Hopefully it goes together well. Once I'm done, I'll be able to put the body on the chassis. So close I can taste it. You're almost there, Daryl. I even said to Heather, you know, I got that blue 77 and I honestly, I'm looking forward to hers needing floor pans because I'm pulling the body off. This project that I'm on now, the 68 Chaos, and the last one I was on, Gracie, that was the Super Beetle, the first one on the channel. I didn't have to pull the body, but Heather's needs the body pulled because the floor pans don't exist. But the heater channels and everything are solid, so I'm really happy about that. And I'm going to cut the roof open and put a rag top in it. But I'm looking forward to that. Just like you described, you know, you're putting everything together on a chassis and then putting the body on. I'm looking forward to doing videos like that. I'm really anxious about that. Thanks. I don't know how it will all end for me. One of my kids will unplug my life support to charge their phone. Keith, you're too good of a person. That ain't never going to happen. You got this, brother. You got this. Trust me, you do. Does Heather know she's having a bikini car wash next week? Not yet. I didn't tell her. I'm the one that's going to be in, you know, pair of tight shorts and I'll be hosing the car down. But but she said, I want to wash my Beetle. Well, before she got sick the other day, she goes, I want to wash my Beetle before winter and cover it back up. I says, it probably wouldn't hurt. You know, I was going to pull the pressure washer out. I have one of them cheap electric Harbor Freight ones. And I says, well, if you're going to wash it, I'll put it up as an extra video because I'll kind of mess around a little bit, you know, with the car then. But dog and they will use your phone for charger. My kids would do the same. Okay, I got to catch up here. I'm like behind because I'm talking a lot, but I guess this is what this is about. Heather's ready to start on her car. Yeah, Kevin, actually she is. She keeps saying, I can't wait till the 68's done. Yeah, because she wants her car in the garage. I'm going to do extensive, some custom work on hers, which you just don't normally see on this channel, you know, but, or I should say our channel, because you folks are the ones that make it a community. Golden, how are you? Came in a bit late. You're never late. And you're in Utah. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that. More displacement means more problems sometimes. No, you're right, Adam. I always say that. I like a little power, you know, and Adam, Darren, Kevin, a lot of you were here. We have a lot of hills, so I guess you've seen that. But I think my favorite combination, and then I'll be quiet about this so I can catch up, is a 1600 dual port with a set of dual 34s on it. and a nice free-flowing exhaust system with a little bit of back pressure for power and a nicer ignition system. That alone right there, and you noticed I didn't say light and flywheel on a stock motor because you lose torque, but that right there is just a noticeable difference by itself. These cars weigh 1,700 pounds, or I know mine does. It don't take a lot to get them rolling. I have a stock exhaust, but I wish I got something else, kind of like the GT single tip. Not sure if it works on the bus with the bar engine mount. That I don't know. I'm poor. I can't do the bus. And, you know, when the buses were somewhat reasonable, if that's true ever, I should have grabbed one. I was going to, and then, you know, life, and you have kids and that, so I didn't have the chance. Open all your die cast, depending on scale. You can stick them on old frame painting, yard sale, and then they're all together. You hang on a wall, back display cabinet. Well, if you look at the cabinet, I can't move this camera around. It's plugged in. It's pretty tall. I guess it's like 6 foot. I took all of my die cast out of the boxes. I felt kind of naughty when I did it too. I mean, I've been collecting them for a while, but Heather was freaking out. She's like, "Don't open them. What are you doing? Why are you doing it?" I says, "I want to enjoy them." You know, well, now the curio cabinet's enjoying them. Mustache bar. Yeah, I don't know what the bus is. I'm calling a night. Tell Heather I'm sending good vibes her way and that we miss her. I hope she gets better soon. Thank you, Jen. I don't know if you already left. I'm sorry because I'm trying to catch up here. But thank you, my friend. I will definitely tell her. And I know she's watching your videos. I think I know Heather has. It's adulthood. She has adulthood. It's probably me making her crazy. Wolfpack Studios, welcome in. Which model Super Beetle is best? I'm partial to the 71 flat window. Okay, since you said that and you're trying to get people mad at me, that's okay though, you know. I like the flat window, 71, 72 flat windows. The first restoration on this channel was a 73. And I will say though, what a nice car. The curved windshield made me nervous. They're a little bit more difficult to put in. And I was lucky enough to have an original, the big dash I call them. There was no cracks or nothing. I had never seen one like that. So it made that 73 come out really nice. I think the 71, 72 flat window Supers are a little easier to work on though, when it comes to the wiring, you know what I mean, things of that nature. But that's my input on it, you know. My nephew says he knows when his boss is dining an edge because he puts Pepto in his coffee in the morning. Yeah, when you're dynoing, it's not a game. I mean, imagine popping somebody's motor. Ugh, that would make me sick. Or maybe they have to sign a release form on it. I'm not sure. Some has air, but there's no replacement for. Just had a 427 built for a drag car. Ooh. That was a pricey build there, Bill, if I could call you Bill. 427. Whoo! That's a motor. That's a motor. I think a lot of calling in on the fact I just think it's the law. Heater channels were great. But the one side they pulled out nuts, they forgot, so I fixed it, but the pans wasn't as bad as I thought. If I can, anyone can. Yeah, I'm going to just pop the body off of hers. I'm actually excited about doing it. I don't know why. Because I want to get into special detail on the chassis. And I think that I haven't gotten to do that since I was really young. I did that when I was 15 years old with my dad on a 68, my first car. And I loved that the body was off and we were doing the chassis separate. It was like, this is fun. So I must be mental. But Uncle Bon popularity contest. Hey, thank you for the $5 super chat. Every bit helps. Thank you so much. That was very nice of you, brother. And I hope you're getting that motor soon. Uncle Bon popularity contest. We're very, very good friends. He had let Herbie go. And he ain't out of the scene. He's still wonderful, wonderful administrator on my group, Slades VW community on Facebook. He didn't go. I'm done with the Volkswagens. Take care, bro. No. Actually, I got to give him a call. I got to call you. I was talking, but he picked up a 72. I called a Bond Camino because it's Uncle Bond, but El Camino, and he's waiting for the motor right now. They're doing so. I'm excited for him. I'm watching his channel closely, although I talk privately to him because I'm afraid he'll put the video up with the motor in it and then go, haha, to see if I caught it. So, what a great guy. He's not only a friend, he's been a great supporter. He really has. My Beetle is the best because it's mine, so yours should be your best. Oh, absolutely, Alita. Mine's not the best at all right now because it's sitting on jack stands in pieces. and I'm trying. Heather's like, what is taking so long? But when you're trying to be creative and make up DIY videos and trying your best not to forget stuff that people need, it does slow the process down. But when I see the comments, especially lately, more and more, and it does not make me anything special, of people saying, oh my gosh, I needed this video, thank you, and it fixed their car. Or, thank you, I finished my car this year, and I used your videos to do it. That right there is worth it. That is worth it. It just makes me happy. It really does. Let me see. 75 Super has the best suspension and first year for the rack and pinion. Yeah, I did forget about the rack. I forgot all about that. Let me see. Heather 77 is a standard. I had to think for a second. I'm doing a stock 16 DP, Petron's electron instrument, full flow oil filter. Good thing on the full flow. 1.5 sump is nice. GT muffler with 34 pick 3. K&M filter looking special, but hopefully reliable. It is special, Daryl, because it's yours. Yes. And honestly, it should be very reliable. From everything you just said, I'm looking through it again real quick. That was good to add the extra oil. I like that. They only hold like 2.5 quarts. So you have 3.5, 4. You have 4 quarts. That's good. Yeah. That should be very dependable. In all honesty, that motor should run a very long time for you. Just watch my video on what to carry with you if you're going on long trips. I did a couple of them, but I had an idea for a new video, and I haven't done it yet. So I want to do a video with Heather where we sit at the table and talk about stuff, show stuff, blah, blah, blah. But what it was going to be is in 2025, I'll list it as what's it going to cost to restore the average Volkswagen, because a lot of our parts, well, the cost have went up a little bit, but I think you know that, and some parts aren't very good. So, you all right? Dog's yakking on a bone. But I wanted to do a video like that, so I don't know if anybody really wants to watch it or not, but I'm thinking about it. Something extra. Let me see. Adam should drop up there. Whoops. Here we go. Try and make sure I didn't miss anything. Farmington. I miss owning a Beetle, but need a garage first or at least back surgery. I wish your back would feel better, Uncle Bond, because I have back problems, but not the pain that you're going through. I honestly don't know how you're dealing with it. I really, really do not, my friend. I feel for you more than you think because you're a good guy. Well, not that I want to see anybody in pain, but you know. But Lily, she's starting to get bad. Come here. You want to say hi real quick? Go ahead. Come here. Up here. You want to say hi? Hurry up. Look up here at the camera. Up here. Well, then go. Anyhow, let the VW and juice. Fuel injection in Beetle, so 73 Super next week. I believe, Golden, they introduced it in 1975. And Heather 77, they have a regular carburetor on it, but I could tell it must have had fuel injection and AC. I could tell by the fan shroud on it, and I can also tell by the wider pulley. And then, of course, it was fuel injection from the factory. So, but I believe 75 is when they did that. Lead it. It's like, she all right? Heather's trying to lay on a couch. She's not feeling good, and the dog's circling around. I am so sorry. She just found the toy. It's just like, oh, I've used a lot of your videos to get my super ready issues. Oh, I need to do my alignment. That's cool, Alita. And I like hearing that. When I really do some of these videos, sometimes Lily, excuse me 1 minute. Give me your pig. Give me your pig. Bring it here. Let it go. Okay. She can play with her pig later. I'm really sorry about that. Go lay down now. She's such a good dog. I'm sorry. Your alignment, Alita, by the time I go to show that, you may be done with that part. I'm not sure. And that's so awesome when people use these videos. Thanks, Uncle Bon, because I really didn't want to do the Bodywork series, but I kind of have no choice where I just won't be filming for a month and a half. But I was surprised, to be honest with you, that, excuse me, there was people posting in the comments going, hey, that's great. Hey, I'm happy to see this. I was shocked. I really thought I'm going to do Bodywork and I'm going to get no views and I'm going to waste my time. And Lily, please, honey. So I'm actually glad to hear you say that. I'm not a body man. I mean, I'm not stupid to it, but I am sure that there's 50 different ways to skin a cat. So, I mean, and in all honesty, well, it probably wasn't good to say with a hire right now, but, you know, I do things my way and they always come out nice, but some may not approve and go, nah, you shouldn't have used Metal Bondo. You should have used Hershey syrup. I mean, I never know what somebody's going to say. So I just do what I can do. But Uncle Bon, have you watched on the group lately, Garrison, his spraying? Have you seen that? That brother can paint. I mean, he's doing my method, or should I say I'm going to do his method, okay? He's using cans, but he did use the 2K, which means 2 parts clear, with the catalyst hardener. And his car that he has been that way for years, and it still looks beautiful. It's the same thing as shooting the clear with hardener out of a can, but it's I'm sorry, Lily is really being bad. It's just a different delivery method. But I love that guy's technique. He is so good. I'm sorry, I'm really okay. I'll have to be for you've been a lifesaver and so helpful. If it wasn't for you, I might have gave up already. Make videos are so easy to follow, explain great detail thing. And thank you for saying that, Daryl. I appreciate that very much. I know I probably come off as aggravating sometimes because I will repeat myself intentionally because people sometimes have a tendency of fast forwarding a video or not paying attention. And then they'll say, oh, I didn't know I couldn't turn my motor over without the distributor. And stuff like that. See, that bothers me. But I appreciate that very much. I try to keep it like I think how I would want a shop teacher that was like Mr. Rogers to show me how to do stuff. And I had that in high school. Mr. Burns was woodshop teacher. He was, I'm sure when we weren't there, kids, he was probably SOB, aggravated with stuff. But I try to keep it clean for kids to watch too. And I try to make it understandable, Rottweiler yakking on a bone, Christmas Vacation reference. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know if anybody catch that. 76 fuel injection. That's weird, William. I thought 75. I had a 75, a blue standard, and I thought that it had fuel injection back then. 1975. That's Dog said. I'll send you a cost breakdown when I get my car done. You can have it as reference for the video. I'd love to see a video like that. Darren, it would be just like an extra video. It wasn't like it wouldn't be my weekly Bodywork or DIY. It's just prices have jumped. And I was watching some guy recently and he was complaining. He's like, I don't even know how much I'm going to need to restore this Beetle. And he goes, I want to cross YouTube. And I thought, well, maybe that can be an extra video and I can pull Heather in on that one and have her help me out. When I don't have some parts on hand to show, which is okay. I can just do a voiceover, and show them on my computer in the video. I don't know if that made any sense. For those who are close enough, Farmington is a great show, usually super SWAT, blah, blah, blah. I wished I was close enough, Darren. I really do. We love our pets. We do, Dave. Your baby is really beautiful. I at least got to meet yours. Lily is a very good dog. It's just she has like a lot of energy. She even is out in the yard running around, in our fenced-in section, which is pretty big, like a third of an acre, I guess. But she just has so much energy. I need you off for your shower, go to bed. Tony, I'll text you more about Heather will be praying. Thank you, Adam. I really appreciate it. I hope you're still seeing this because I'm catching up on the messages. Give me a yell tomorrow, brother. I always have my phone handy, and thanks. I enjoyed watching you and Mary live today. That VW factory fuel injection is great when it's working, but a nightmare when they go haywire. And yes, you're right, Uncle Bon. They're a pain in the butt when they go wrong. I know my buddy Ted, he's going to be selling his convertible soon. I think it's a 78. It's on my channel. I did a interview with him. That's a silver one. His is running perfect now. He took it to somebody and they replaced some of the parts. I can't remember what, but he had to buy a used something, and I forget what it was, and they didn't sell them no more. But his fuel injection, I mean, no doubt, you hit that key, boom, it is smooth. But if I was to do something like that, I'd probably just do like a Holly Sniper or something. I don't know. I'm trying to stay with carburetor on the Beetles, though. You know what I mean? To make things simplified. But nothing like a good LS motor, though. I had to. Oh, I like LSs. My dogs have the same figs. They love them while they're working. Intruder will hear it and turn in terror. Yeah, she has two of these pigs. I don't know how she ended up with two. I think my daughter might have bought her one too. Because every time she visits, she'll bring a toy for Lily. And it's just like last night, I think it was last night or the night before, Lily sleeps in the living room. So she has access to all entryways of the house, which I don't live in a bad area, but she flipped out at midnight and there I sat straight up in the bed like, here we go. Here my neighbors were getting ready to go somewhere. I don't know what they were doing, and she heard them. So she thinks that she's protecting the whole neighborhood. So need the smartphone, almost send dog being a prayers. God bless. Thanks, Anthony. And thanks for saying that. Dog's a really good guy. Thank you for being here. And let me see. I'm just trying to. Oh, sometimes I talk because that's what we're here for. And my dog's got saying pigs. Problem is when I scroll, it jumps. And we'll see you in a few weeks. Paint looks like he painted it with an HVLP. Yeah, right, Uncle Bon? Like, really. It is like glass, but he is good. The only thing that worries me about him is he just wears a like a dust mask type thing. And I don't know him on a personal level, but I really, really wanted to send him a message and say, Garrison, you're worrying me. You need to put on a respirator, wear long sleeves, because with that hardener, they even warn you, it will get into you and take you out. But I don't want him to think I'm like being cocky with him or something, because that's not my goal. We've talked privately before, and I love the guy. I'm just worried about his health, but he's amazing. Stuff's coming out beautiful. Don't be a monkey. It gets me every time. I say, if you're talking to me, I say a lot of stupid stuff in videos. It's just my personality. I do say things that I probably shouldn't sometimes when I'll pause and go, don't be an idiot, because I don't want somebody to get hurt like me cutting the tip of my finger off. And I said, don't be an idiot. Watch what you're doing. And cut my finger because I wasn't watching. Teaching by the numbers is a proven method. Works great. Keep doing it that way. Absolutely. You know what? I'm not a teacher, that's for sure. But I figure if I just show the things I do know, and I don't know everything, nobody ever will, but I try to show it the simplest way that I can, because sometimes when I'm repairing something like our washer, our dryer, or our fridge, or stove, I'll watch a YouTube clip to get the help. Man, some people are like, okay, take this, put it on part B, do this, not good. Does it work now? I'm like, what'd you say? So I try to slow down and say it so people don't, misinterpret maybe what I said or have to keep backing the video up. I just do what I think is right. Darren, you go to any okay. Buster, Alita, my dogs are just as spoiled as Lily is. Oh, I believe it, Alita. We love our babies, that's for sure. We were going to add a pup recently, but at $3,000, I just can't do it. And so it's going to have to wait till another time, and it is what it is. I wanted one, but I can't. Okay, I just saw a TikTok today of a Beetle with a V-twin Harley motor in it. Hey, I think I seen that, Justin. Were they pumping gas in the back of the roof or something? Or it could be, I could be wrong, in all honesty, but I thought I seen something like that. I've had Harleys. If they think that was a good idea, unless it's an Evo motor, they're going to have a lot of work to do all the time. Guess let everyone know I have. It's a rare, aggressive type of cancer that forms in the bile duct of the liver. Wasn't making public, didn't want to take away from the channel. No. It's Keith, you're fine. I'm talking to dog. Sometimes you need to share, if you don't mind, what's going on. It's sad. I know you and I talk very private about things, but it's sad what you're going through. And I think sometimes with people having powerful suggestions for you and, prayer and what everybody does in their own way, I think is very helpful. I really do. I believe that firmly. You got to be strong for what you're doing, brother. There's no doubt in my mind. And you're not taking away from the channel by saying what you're saying. This is real life. We are all friends. This is a community. Have you ever used the guy in Homestead, PA for VW parts? No, Brian, I haven't. Somebody did tell me about him, and I've never met him. I don't know who he is. Oddly enough, Homestead's only probably 20 minutes from me. It's not far. I got an idea where I think he is, and I don't know if he's expensive or what the deal is, but no, I personally have not yet. Even though I hope everybody's doing well, ready to have a terrific week. Internet, that's the way to look at it. Having a terrific week. If you say that in advance, you will, in all honesty. Scotty, how are you, brother? Fishing with ass allergies. You put that on your channel? I know sometimes you do. He goes fishing. Well, he does stuff on his Beetle too, though. But he'll go fishing and put it on his channel, and then I look, and I watch it from the TV when he does that. I should probably watch it from my phone where I can comment, but he'll do that. And I look at the stuff he catches, and I'm like, that wouldn't happen with me because I'll catch a little sunfish or something. Sorry, dog. That sounds awful. Very sorry to hear that, dog. He is a fighter. He's been fighting for a while. So just let's get over the answer on the bottom. I'm fighting it. Keep fighting. Do not let up. Whatever you do, don't stop fighting. Say that's your prayers. Motivation is I have to get this VW engine back together. I think every guys make sure I didn't miss anything. I think I'm gonna have to come there, Keith, and just help you and get this done. I mean, be strong. I know it's not easy, and I know that I'm not in your shoes, and I hope to never be. But the thing is when you got thousands of people behind you on a community, it's stronger than you think. You just don't quit fighting. I know it's tiring. I've dealt with people that have cancer. A friend of mine, cancer survivor, he's 72 or 73 now, and he fought and fought and fought. And he was just here about a week ago visiting me. And that was about, I don't want to lie to you, I can't remember, 10 years ago maybe, or 11. And he fought like hell. He would not stop fighting, and he won. And there's a couple other methods that people have tried, not to get off track here, but a lot of cancers can't survive oxygen. And I'll talk with you about that. But, I don't want to say it on here and give medical advice and then somebody freak out. But truthfully, there's ways of helping it along too, in all honesty. Mr. Marty Green, how are you? Thanks for your vids, which have helped me tremendously. Thank you. I'm glad they have. And that's what makes it worth doing them. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Signing off. Work comes early tomorrow. I love you all. Hey, much love to you, Daryl. I hope you have a great week. I really do. And be safe at work tomorrow. And thank you for hanging out tonight. Alita, 100% Keith Dog, you got this. Humor and laughs, crazy medicine. Good night, Daryl. It's funny, well, not in a laughing way, that we get up each day and we go about our day, do things. I'll get a sore back, or my tendonitis will act up, like stuff like that. Get a bad headache, and I think, man, why's life got to be this rough? Until you hear about things that other people have dealt with or are dealing with, then my problems seem very small, like 1% of what they're dealing with, So it's something we all try to keep in mind. I always try to say, if in fact you can, and it's very easy, it's free to do, is to be nice to people, because truthfully, you don't know what they're dealing with. Even when I'm out at the store going shopping, or we go to our flea teaks, Heather and I love the flea teaks. If I see somebody at Lowe's even loading mulch into their truck, I run over and start helping them. They don't know me. They're never going to see me again. And I'm not working for tips for them, I just do it, and then I get my truck with Heather and I leave. And that's what you do. That was the old ways back in the day. I'm 60, I'm not 80, but back in the 70s, I can remember my dad at 84 Lumber. I don't know if they have them everywhere. I was there, and I was in his truck, and before he got in, he went over to a vehicle. I don't remember. It was a weird truck, like a utility truck, and he was helping some guy load stuff up. And I never forgot that. And when he got in, I says, "Oh, did you know him?" Because I was young. I was really young. His answer was no. Why? Did I need to? And he started a truck. I never asked him a thing. I'm not saying my dad was the best guy on the planet, but I did learn from that. I guess I forgot about that until recently, As I said, I walked through the desk, I remind myself that you can't always trust Google Maps. Wow. You got a sense of humor, Keith. I give you that. You really do. Oh my God, I love you folks. I really do. Keith, you go through treatments. If you get a bladder infection, you're in trouble. Okay. Yeah, I don't know enough about the treatments. I just know with oh, was it okay? Well, I don't know. Oh, you're in trouble. Well, I mean, the way he put it, well, because my buddy Scott that went through a lot. Oh my, it was tough. It was very, very tough, But a CT scan is stabilized and growing. All good news. I was trying to see. There's a heart thing in the way. Oh, and not growing. All good news, and that's a good thing. Each little bonus adds up to a lot, and I'm not a doctor. I mean, I could always open a second channel and act like one. That would be kind of cool. It'd be like at Quincy from back in the day or something. I also have 16 different autoimmune diseases. Wow. Allow me to open every day. So, wow. See what I mean? You don't realize what others are going through, and you really don't, And I wished I could help more people. Heather's like that, though. Heather, she likes to be helpful. She really does. And I'm not just saying that because she's my wife. She has always been very helpful of others. Even when I've crapped on her, she's like, it's okay. It is what it is. It's who they are. But she's always been very helpful. with people. And that's why I said it's sad that we can't have a world. I'm not saying the world was ever perfect, but or our country was ever perfect, but and we got to be there for each other. Time goes fast for one thing, and you don't know what other people are dealing with. That's why even our Facebook group, for those of you that are on there, on the Slades VW community, the Facebook group that we all designed technically, I've seen a lot of people comment. Now, I can't be on there as much as I would like to be because I'm trying to do everything else in life. I didn't even finish the website yet that I promised so far with all the indexes for the videos. But here's where I'm going with this. I see people on there helping each other so much. But one thing I don't allow on there is ignorance. I will ban somebody so fast. And I'm technically not a mean person like that. However, I like friendliness, and that's the thing. The animosity and narcissistic behavior out of people, I think that's ugly, and that's how I feel. Let me see here. Say you're helpful just by doing what you do and helping us all along. Thank you, Alita. I'm not a superhero, that's for sure, but I do what I can. My little corner of the woods, you know what I mean. Nice Club was invited to State Fair. Sure, VWs. We all figured 8 to 10 cars would shop. Ended up 26 VWs meeting the show. Saturday was a great day. That's awesome. And that's the thing. When I had the first annual Slade get together, I said to Heather, I'm like, well, because I kept it a closed invite the first year because the spot I got was not real big. It wasn't real big at all. I said, well, we're going to end up with 25, 30 people. In the end, and they weren't all in the photo because a few were coming and leaving, it ended up almost 70. I was really shocked by that. So I know how you feel when you think 8 to 10 cars are going to show up and you have 26. It's like you hit the lottery, so awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. That makes me smile. I'm rebuilding 79 Burt and have the soft top on. Been struggling with getting the tension cable on top needs to replace. Viewed a few vids on this process. Any tips? I only had one convertible, and that was a 79 Mercedes 450 SL. Why did I get rid of it? Because I'm a dum-dum. But anyhow, there is a video on the channel that was sent in to me that I edited and fixed up and put up. And hey, have a good night, Justin and Ashley. If you're there, she's so beautiful. I hope you guys both have a great week. We need to get together soon. And let me know if you're going to Jim's October 5th, by the way. There's a video on the channel. If you go to the playlist, it's a complete convertible redo, reupholstery, the whole thing, whatever you want to call it, installation. Maybe that video can help you. I only one convertible in my life, and that was that old Benz I had, the old SL. But other than that, I have not messed with them, Marty, or I would be like sending you pictures or advice, But hey, Bob Putty, he was hiding. Him and Vicky were hiding in the background. I like Bob and his wife. They were at the meet, and it was great. It was my pleasure to meet them. They were awesome. But yeah, check the channel out. There's a convertible installation that somebody was nice enough to send in, and he did a really nice job. I was really happy to put that up because I had nothing to offer, for convertibles. So Lily, don't, honey. I was really happy to get it. Dean's video invert top helped tremendously. That's the one. That is the one, Marty. That's all I have to offer. You know what I mean? But the top that was on my Benz was completely different. Should have kept that car. Oh, you missed out on a giveaway. Yeah, the big money giveaway's over. Bob missed it. I thought of you, Bob, and I am being honest. I thought of you when you and Vicky were here. Did you go to the Fleetiques like Kevin and April did? I'm not sure if you did, or maybe you did. But there was one down in town near me called Miller Crossing, and it's a nice Fleetique. They have a lot of Lionel stuff there. Not to get way off subject, but come here, honey. It's fine. Come here. they had a lot of Lionel stuff. I don't know what's expensive or what not. However, I can take some pictures the next time I'm in there, probably in about a week, and take a pictures of stuff with the price. So if you need anything, let me know. I guess somebody that has a booth there, so to speak. 95, 01, 40. Oh, okay. Then you must have been at the one. You probably were at that one then. Okay. Because the one was just at the end of an aisle, if that makes sense. And there was just boxes with Lionel stuff. And when I seen that, I thought of you the other day. I was like, wonder if Bob knew about this, That stuff is really not cheap. But they don't make stuff like that no more. I just have an HO scale train. I forget what it's, Buckman, or I forget the brand. And I put it up at Christmas. But the only bummer about it is it started stopping, then I got to tap its button, then it goes again. So I guess there's a break in the track, so to speak, for connection. Hey, Abel, how you doing? So I think what I'm going to do is tack the track to the platform I use every year at Christmas, and I'm literally just going to solder all the track and smooth it because I don't know what else to do. I'm not really good at that. I'm in Central PA, desperate look for a 7 Super Beetle front bumper. Anyone have one? Let me know. Do you mean? Can you, Marty? Because I can't look it up while I'm on here. You can't buy a new one, or you want an original one to redo? Is that what you're meaning? I'm not sure. Because I don't know if you're near Drum, PA. Maybe Misty can help you out from the VW store on finding one also. We're planning Slades Beetle meet up next year. Some have a large distance to cover to get there. I have the virtual flyer up on the Facebook group, but it'll be July 12th. I think it's like 11 a.m. till 7 or 8 p.m., something like that, at Keystone State Park in Derry, PA. But I have the flyer. I'll have to put it on the community tab for everybody to see on YouTube because I'm trying to read messages while I'm talking. It's messing me up. But yeah, it's going to be just a wide open invite because there will be enough space, to do that this time. I hope a lot of people show up. I really do. It's a much nicer place with a big pavilion and also a very big level lot. And I think doing a big open invite clear throughout next July, when I keep bringing it up, I think quite a few are going to show up for it. Hopefully. If anyone ever goes swap meet, I'm still looking for a Melchrome Volkswagen plate frame. Yeah, you did bring that up before. Did you? Hey, Keith, and now I know you probably have done this already. Did you punch that into Google to see if one came up like on eBay or Etsy or something like that? I know you probably did, but I felt like saying that. If possible, a decent used one. I'll check with Misty. Yeah, check with Misty because she seems to have some pretty good connections. She may be able to. Now, one thing I can tell you, Marty, I don't know if you are on the Facebook group where you can get in touch with me, Facebook Messenger or whatever, but I'm going to a meet in about 2.5 weeks. I can look while I'm there for you if you would like. So, rediscoveries. Hey, Evan, what's up, buddy? How you doing? And what is it? Chrome VW plate? Was that a dealership? Chrome. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, he just put it right down there. Okay. Just making sure he told you so I didn't repeat it. Okay, I'll look at Hershey in a couple weeks. Normally 5 VW vendors there. Yeah, I'm going to Jim's October 5th, which isn't far off. I don't know how many vendors is there for the fall event. I'll find out. But I can look around for you. See what Misty says, though, because she may have a hookup. It's very, very possible. But found a picture on the Samba. Yeah, you did tell me that, Keith. As soon as you said that, I remembered. And I can take a look, though, at Jim's while I'm there if you'd like. How long do you think it might take my son and I to rebuild his VW engine? Well, I mean, that's a hard thing to answer, Abel. You're very welcome, Marty. Honestly, I mean, you could do it on the weekend and get it done, but you're going to want to make sure the block's okay. If any cleanup work needs done, I would have the block line board. There's a lot you got to take into account. But if you have all of the parts there, I mean, literally everything's done at one point, then you'll be done over the weekend and have it running. They're really not that bad to do. It's just when you start getting into like stroker stuff and that, like my 1904 that I have, that can start getting a little bit hairy, It gotta, well, excuse me. I am so sorry about that. You got to make sure your compression ratio is right, stuff like that. I'm not like a master engine builder, but I'm going to do Heather's for her 77. Although I was contemplating running my 68 with the stroker motor, and then I was going to build a motor on YouTube, of course. And then when Heather's car is done, I was going to give her the stroker motor and go ahead and put a different one in mine, Just requested to join the group. Okay, I'll check eternally when I get in there. I can't go there right now from here. Let me see something. I think I can open another browser. Let me see. Only take me a second from a different browser here. And hopefully I didn't leave the chat, because if I did, nobody knows. Let me see, where's it at? Oh, member request. And I hope that's Rick. Okay. There we go. Alrighty, now I got to catch up on the chat again. If you are Rick, I just let you in and fixing bugs and stuff. What's up, buddy? How have you been? I'd like the what's up. I almost remember that from something. Anyone looking for a 77 vert white on black 10 footer with a strong rebuilt 1700, brand new brakes, pads, with a master, etc. Not offhand that I can think of, unless there's somebody in here. You probably need to clean the track and wheels. They corrode easily. You know what, Bob? I did that. Cleaned track, cleaned wheels. I did everything I could, and at one point this past Christmas, it just kept stopping at the same point, and there wasn't it wasn't where the track would go together, if that makes sense. And I finally said, just don't run it. It looks nice how it is, because Heather made a big village under it, But I thought, I want it to work. That bothers me. And then Heather at one point's like, why don't we get some of them big Lionels? But she didn't see the prices when she said that. We like just run a junkyard dog motor. I want to just teach him building his first motor on a 66 Beetle. Oh, yeah. I mean, and if you're doing, Abel, if you're doing a stock one, yeah, I just let you in, Rick. I just let you in. I popped another browser open and did it, sir. If you're doing a stock motor, it's not real horrible. I mean, and then maybe and thank you for joining. When you're doing a stock one, you might be able to be a little sneaky, like put a very mild cam in it, like a couple things. And, if you're going to have it open anyhow, maybe do a little bit of head work, stuff like that, and end up with, instead of like 50 horsepower, end up with 75, 80 horse in the end, It don't take much to get these cars rolling, but I know you folks know that already. But honestly, my car will be at the meet this year. I'm excited about that, because the first annual Slades meet, and Slade didn't have his Beetle there. How weird was that? But the meet this year, I'm definitely going to have my car there. I doubt Heather's will be there. I don't think that's going to be done that fast, Well, I don't need to paint hers, so it is a possibility. But your Zoom chat with other VW enthusiasts. Yeah, you know what? That would be cool to do. I don't know. I'm not sure how to Zoom chat, though, but you and I can talk privately and get that figured out. I mean, if you know how to do it, just tell me and I'll do it. And I'm game, to do that. And you're a good guy. Heck yeah, that'd be fun. I wanted to do one with Uncle Bon. I wanted to do a live chat with him asking me questions and stuff like that. And I still didn't get together with him on that yet either. I just don't know how to do that and then have it filmed to put on the channel for people to see. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Hey folks, been a crazy week at shop. Start talking our cool Porsches in. Slade is gonna need a new channel so I can figure them out. How you doing, Dina? Yeah, I seen CT at one point had one of the old Porsches, which was pretty cool. But I think he's on the. I think he was doing metal work on a gear or something now. I'm pretty sure. Able, depending on the funds, parts, tools, and effort. Yeah. The funding's the hard thing. I mean, since prices have jumped, it is ridiculous. I mean, if I'd have knew this 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I'd have stockpiled on parts, but I didn't. And that is that. I was still raising kids, and I didn't want to do that to Heather, start using all of our money up on VW parts. But I'm just trying to get my garage in order and selling off a bunch of stuff I know I won't use again. I just have a lot of stupid stuff that I just don't need at this point. And I don't have a big of a garage, you know what I mean? So, only thing on Zoom is you can't. What's this little heart in the way? Oh, there we go. You can't thumb up like on this YouTube. Oh, okay. I was on a Zoom once, and it was a year or two ago. I can't remember why I was on Zoom. I had it on my phone, and it worked fine. But I like to integrate everything on the YouTube channel or save it and put it on YouTube so people can watch it and enjoy it too. I think that's fun. Dina's cool too. We are jumping now. Yeah, it's. I think who was that? Didn't somebody quit making bearings? My brain stopped. I can't remember who it is. Somebody quit making bearings, and I'm gonna get to bed every day tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Darren. And good night, Eternal. I really appreciate you guys. I was making sure nobody else said good night. I'll be going soon anyhow here. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. Price almost all our VW parts are going crazy right now. They are. Everything is expensive. Food, parts, just everything. It's really, the VW game is no longer some little poor man's game. This has gotten real. So I realize those are now classic cars and no longer economy cars. Yeah, it's pretty much what I was just saying. Silverline, yeah. I forgot. My brain would not remember, but I guess they're done. Although, from talking to Kelso and a few other people, the last couple rounds of Silverline that he had gotten at, they were having problems with their bearings. So, who are we depending on now? Like, that we can count on. Maybe I'll put it that way. It's hopefully somebody picks up the slack and does something, because if not, then we're in trouble with motors. That'll be it. But hopefully, like, somebody steps up to the plate. Thank you, Dino. Thank you for the super chat donation. I appreciate that very much. You and Uncle Bon both donated, and I thought that was very kind. I don't know if somebody is going to take over. Like, are they buying Silverline or something? Because once parts start vanishing, that can become scary. I think the USA are getting closer to a Cuban car culture status. It's hard to tell. I mean, in all honesty, let's celebrate their 10th Super on a live stream. I don't know where that came from, but men's game. Yeah, sure. Typing can charge a lot now. Yeah, you're right, internet. It's yeah, but are they, Dina, is there a reason everybody got upset with Silver, saying that's it, it's over, it's game over? If Mali, I don't know how to pronounce them, they've been out forever. If they're still pumping the bearings out, then I would like to think we're safe, I think the disappointing thing is, when I started out in 1980 as a kid, doing these, and I was a kid, I was having a lot of fun. It was very reasonable for a kid making minimum wage, and working on his car. And then even, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, it still wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't horrible. And bam, now the parts are high, I haven't checked lately because I wanted to snag up a set of CB Performance heads, the Panchitos. I like saying that name that way, but everything is just so high right now. It really is. I got to get a hold of Caddyshack, Dino, so they can tell me what jets to put in them Cadrons, because I want to fire that up soon. It's driving me crazy. But I gotta. I guess if I give him my build sheet and I give him my area elevation, etc., he can send me what jets I need. I would love to do that. There's definitely not anywhere close to the Cuban style market. Let me see. Everyone just knew prices were going to skyrocket when they knew there weren't any other choices. We're buying an engine from West Coast. BW's and was 1,000 shipped. Yeah, you're a little cheaper then. Night Owl Slade, we need to close door through another gap part. Show you the Volvo. You like try the car, it's all done. Sounds great, William. I'll catch up with you on Messenger. I got to catch up on my messages, but I think I probably do get quite a few, so I try to go back and forth as much as I can on that. But good night, William. I hope you have a great upcoming week, my friend. Kolben Schmidt and Molly are not bad. I never heard of Kolben Schmidt. I think I just like saying that name, though. But I never, if you're saying are good, I trust you. I know that. Good night, all. Keith. Wait, was Keith leaving? Oh, wait. You were saying, I'm sorry. Say for strength and healing, I say more of the repairs tonight. Thank you, Alita. Thank you so much, my friend. And I always appreciate you being in here. You say the nicest things all the time. I hope you have a great week, my friend. Jeff and Caddyshack's the best. That's where I get all my stuff from. Jeff and Megwell are the best. Yeah, I'm going to get a hold of him, Abel, because I have dual 40 Cadrons, however you pronounce it. I hear everybody saying them different. Long A or short A, I don't know. But I want to give him all my information, and he can send me the jets I need, because then when I go to start it up, I know it'll just be right. I won't have to even think about it, just a bit of adjustments, And I need to grab a linkage for it. I need to raise fan shroud to get the alternator out. Is there a fastener on the back side someplace? I took 2 screws on the ends out, but it doesn't want to budge. On the back of the fan shroud, near your oil cooler back there is a 10 millimeter bolt. Well, 10 millimeter headed bolt. Did you take that one out? Because it will hold it down if you didn't do that. I know you took the screws out on the ends coming in, but on the back, there is a 10 millimeter bolt. Just take a peek back or you'll see it, and then it should come loose. But hey, before you pull that fan shroud and lift it up, your thermostat and your rod is connected to that. So don't get crazy like a maniac and keep yanking up. You'll bust up your thermostat. So make sure if it's not disconnected to get underneath there and disconnect the thermostat, because that rod goes down through there and holds. So just so you know, I make solder line work. Throw them on a lathe if I have to. Oh, absolutely. It's just they quit making them, so it was like, uh-oh. I hope that a lot of other people don't start, bailing out. I don't know the reason that they did, you know what I mean? But I'm in Burbank, so Caddyshack is 35 minutes away. Oh, nice. Probably still have the thermostat rod connected. I didn't see your post yet. I don't have a thermostat. Okay. You have a 10 millimeter bolt back there behind. You'll see by the oil cooler on the back. There's a 10 millimeter bolt head back there you got to take out. I'm guessing that's all that's left, from what you're saying. Okay, I need to find that rear bolt. Do you get to it? Just reach between the firewall and your engine. It's back there. You'll see it with a little light. If you need to, just go to my one video of like cooling tin installation, and you'll see where the bolt is on my video, and then you'll be able to find it real easy. The thermostat, there's one more bolt. If not, you'll need to drop the engine a bit more on the way, though. Evan has that Cadron linkage for you still, Slade. I didn't know you did have it for me. Oh, I didn't know, Dino. I'll have to ask him. He's in here, unless he bailed. I didn't know, Dino. I'll ask Evan about it. I had no idea. He never said anything. And thank you very much. You brought it up, and it was a little while ago because my brain just, too much on my head with ADHD and being older, but I don't remember him saying anything, so I'll have to ask him. Thank you, Dino. I appreciate that. Thanks. I don't have thermostat, but collecting parts for it. There we go. There's a little thing blocking a little heart. It's blocking some of the text. But yeah, just watch. There's a couple videos I have on Coolington installation, and that's where you'll be able to look and see that, or my alternator installation. I did it out of the car so you can watch everything, and you'll see on the back there's a 10mm bolt. You'll see it. Trust me, you will. Yeah, it's paid for and all. It was good shape. It was a real K-Drum part too. I'll send him a message when I'm done here, Dino. He never said a word about it. I have no idea. I haven't seen him lately. He's got to come pick something up and drop a carb kit off, but I'll ask him. I didn't know, but Dino, thank you for the contribution with that. I really appreciate it more than you realize. He's never said a word. So I'll give him a yell when we're done on here. Johnny, Dino, I had a great idea. Can someone... Uncle Bon, your thing cut off. Johnny and Dina had a great idea. Can someone... I'm waiting to see if he pops it up there. See, I'll look at that video. My fan is spinning on the shaft. I think the key on the hub must be sheared. Oil filler came off and got caught in the fan belt and broke the alternator strap. Wow, you had a little catastrophe going on there. Yeah, check what you can check, since you brought that up, is go to my alternator video. I can't wait to get the website done so you can go right to my website and right to the video. Go to the alternator video, because I had one on earlier where the shaft wasn't right, and I made a homemade lathe out of a drill and sandpaper and made everything work right with the key weight, the wedge, whatever you want to call it, Woodruff key. And also you'll see where that bolt is too. So that might be the best video for you to watch that I have up. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Nothing wrong with that, bud. You got to make paychecks. Got Volkswagen. Got the jump. Hope to see y'all next weekend. We're offing off one of my engine builds. Oh, nice, nice. I'll be here next weekend. Or I'm sorry, next Sunday at 9. I hope you have a good week, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Lucky I was only 3 blocks from home. Well, yeah, it's nice when you're close to home when something like that happens. Check your chat settings. You can get rid of the heart by turning off the reaction switch. Yeah, I'm almost done here tonight, but I'll do that next time. It's blocking some of the font, from me seeing it. Any shows further up north? You're right. Planning to attend next year. Place you, Jason, MX, and Musty. No first name. Can all meet up. I don't know offhand, but I'm going to bug Jason and see if he'll come to the picnic next year, because I'll just call him on the phone. We very personal with each other. He's a great guy. I'm overdue to call him anyhow. It's been months and months and months, but I'm going to call him up. I'm going to try to bug him. I don't know if Musty will. He might come with Jason, which would be really cool. But I'm going to try to aggravate them about coming if they can. I think that would be really great to have them show up. Someone please call out these aftermarket companies that make inferior parts. They need to be put on blast, because people are losing money on parts and repairs. Honestly, I mean, I can understand that. I mean, I've bought some stuff, not lately, but truthfully, I got pissed. And actually, it wasn't empty, to be honest with you, though. But I really, everybody needs to step up with these parts games with their quality control. I forget, somebody got something from CB and was bummed out, which was really weird, because CB puts out a lot of good stuff. They really do. Do you give financial advice? Should we be investing on a second VW Beetle for the apocalypse? Honestly, I'm the worst one for financial advice. Trust me, I am. Although, I mean, I have good credit now, but I mean, honestly, I got a second Beetle just because for Heather, but you're never really going to lose your money on them now. VWs are just going up in price. Whoever thought they would, though, you know? I mean, my God, we used to sell these cars for $200-300 years ago. I did a full body off on a 68, and in 1982, full body, everything was done. I was a kid, and I ended up selling it for like $900, and the dude was trying to lowball me. But then again, that wasn't like 1982, so, you know, the thermo, all hell break loose. Well, there we go. Financial apocalypse. Oh, no, I know what you meant. I don't know, Abel, because I can't really tell what's going to happen. I wished I knew, or maybe I don't wish I knew. You know what I mean? But I think VWs are always a safe bet when it comes to like having a little savings account in your garage or in your driveway. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. My data driver monster just died. Replaced the Subaru Impreza 5-speed. It's not a VW. At least it's a flat 4. My daughter has a Subaru Crosstrek. She loves hers. She does. As being a kid, what I call her, she's young, she's 25. I thought, oh, she'll keep it for a year and get rid of it. It's what they do. She went, you know, made a loan. She loves that car. She's had it for 3 or 4 years now. She will not part with it. But that's a good thing too, though, in all honesty. I bought 4 Masters that failed me. Yeah, you did, Uncle Vaughn. And I actually bought my Master. I either bought a Brazilian one or a German one through Wolfsburg West last year. It's on the car, but I don't know, you know, if it's any good or not yet. It's brand new, wrapped up on the car. But I sure hope it don't fail, because you went through quite a few. And I hope that don't happen. You're going to feel good in that El Camino. No more dealing with, well, I got to buy this part. I hope it actually fixes it, you know. And I said that to somebody recently, and it really wasn't just about VW. I said, it's really weird now how we buy a part for our car from Advance Auto, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, what have you, Napa. I like Napa. What in the hell happened when we buy a part for our car and it fixes it and we get excited because we got a good part? That ain't normal. I didn't deal with that years ago. And that was on a Chevy I was working on. The answer on getting another bug is absolutely resounding yes. Dino gave a stamp of approval on it, so that's a yes. But Dino's got an oval that he sits there and kisses it on the tummy and rubs it. I like that oval. I didn't get to see it in person yet. Going to get going. Have a great week. You too, Roger. Have a wonderful week, my friend. 1998, bought a 68 auto stick running driving, $250. Wow, that was really cheap in 98. Wow. That was my first car, was a 68 auto stick, had the IRS. I got a 68 stick that has a swing axle. When my dual carb linkage came apart on me. Oh, no. What kind did you have, Jordan? I never ran into that before. Last set I had was on my 72 was dual Weber 34s with the hex bar, and it was fine. Me Slades, it's best to put our savings in not only a second, but let's risk all in a third. Well, you know what, Abel? The third one that I'm going to do on the channel. Well, no, I'm sorry. I already did one. I'm doing one now, and then Heather's 3. Number 4 is going to shake people up. What I do with the VW, but it'll be fun. Well, like gold or silver, not a 401k. I wouldn't put nothing in a 401k now, but I don't buy gold or silver. I guess I don't invest in anything. No, you're right, Uncle Bon. You're right. I agree 100%. It's like playing Russian roulette in a really worse scenario. Nothing like the old German parts, in all honesty. I hope somebody steps up big time on some of them. What do you have? Oh, okay. Sorry, Lily had something. 56 brakes today are still on my 57. The 356 engine is going to my motor builder next week. Oh, outstanding. Cool. I wanted to do a kit car. A Porsche 356 kit car, I think, would be fun because I liked watching that King of the Mountain from, I believe, 1983. It's free on YouTube. That was a kit car, that Porsche in there. I read it in the Hot VW or somewhere at one time. I should have bought the pickle from Dino. Oh, you know what, Uncle Bon? That would have been good for you because I know you wanted a bus. That was a very honest bus. You would have did good with that. Uh, my Journal Master cylinder from West West still going strong after over a year. It is rusty on the outside. Should I do something for the rust? I don't know, Neil. I mean, I don't think with the thickness of them that it's going to rust through or anything crazy. What I do like to do, and I've been laughed at for it, which I really don't care, with a lot of the Masters, I plug off out little holes where I put it on the car. I hit them with steel wool until they're nice and clean, a little bit of thinner, and I clear coat them with like 3 coats of clear. I know, I'm odd, but that's the type of stuff I do. Double down on rusty patina gold. I like patinas. I have that set. Hey, I'll tell you who got a nice patina. Is Bob Putty. I don't know if he's still on now this late. Or wait, no, I think it's earlier where he's at. I seen his car, and it was a family thing. They were all putting the body on, which was so cool. Nothing like family. And Bob's a great guy. I had the pleasure of meeting him and his wife at the meet. And they're out west. I don't really say people's areas. That's up to them. But his car is so nice. I'm like, please don't paint that. Not that it's my business. But I literally sent a message. I'm like, don't paint that car. It's the nicest patina. It's almost perfect. Like, I hope you don't paint it, which I don't believe he's going to. It's a really nice patina. Sorry, I think of his car and I just love that. I have that set up. The screws that mounted the bracket to the carb came out, stripped threads. Wow. I never had that happen, George. I'm sorry about that, buddy. I never had that happen before. Mine has dual 34s hex bar. Had to unbolt the brackets and the carbs to move it out of the way for the alternator removal. Had to move one carb to get out of the fan trap bolt. Let me reread. Mine had dual 34s hex bar. Had to unbolt the brackets on the carbs to move it out of the way through alternator removal. Had to move one carb to get at the shroud bolt. Yeah, to get to the ones on the side. Yeah, absolutely. I sold parts in the 80s and 90s, and there were very few bad ones. Oh, I believe you, Heidi. Yeah, we didn't really have that to deal with then. It's just now, lime green love bug, that is. Lime green would be cool. I like that. There's some greens I don't like, but lime green's nice. I like them dark hunter greens. I don't know if I made that up, but, Bob's car is super nice. It is, Dino. It really is. Slade, can I send you a photo of my 10-year-old Patina 66 on the live show? I don't think there's a way of you doing it on here, Abel. But if you would like to send me an email and send random photos or something, I can put it in the beginning of one of my videos so people can see it. But there's no way of sending it on here that I'm aware of. I'm not going to paint it. I didn't think you were, Bob. That car is too nice to put paint on. It's, and I'm not just saying this, I'm being honest. That is the perfect patina. I love it. I love it. I have a chance to buy a 6.6 single cab patina. We're up at old school, air school mechanic. Some of the old advertising on the door still original minus the engine. Oh, that is cool. I like when you find some of them that still have the old advertisements on it, like this is a big long shot, but say like the single cabs, had the drop down side beds. A lot of them were used for appliances, delivering refrigerators, this and that. I always thought it'd be cool to mimic one or find one that had the old logos on it for Joe Blow's Appliance Repair Center or something. You know what I mean? It's hard to find that stuff, but every once in a while, somebody, for except me, pulls one out of a barn somewhere. And I watched a guy down the road here recently. I was on it like a hawk. He's older. Yes, much older than me. He has a big barn, pretty big. And I knew they were going to start pulling stuff out of there. I watched what was going on, and it's only, I could walk there if I really felt like getting a lot of exercise. But I literally was watching that place when I seen a Beetle come out. And then an old van, old Chevy van from the 70s, you know, with a little porthole window or whatever they were, was pretty cool. But this stuff was rusted so bad because the barn, dirt floor, you know, the deal. I was heartbroken because the Beetle was a 70. I think it was a 70. I'm trying to remember, but it was just smoked. He told me $300 and take it, but I wouldn't have gave him $50. There was literally nothing left of the car. It was that bad. But I kept watching that garage because I thought, man, what is in that barn? I should say barn. They pulled an old Mustang out of there, later 60s. I'm not real good with him, but hey, George, have a great week, brother. And all of these vehicles that were being pulled out of that barn, I don't know why he kept them in there for 50 years, 40 years. They were destroyed. Every single one was just rotted to the bones. And he did tell me he pulled each one in, I guess when he was younger. Instead of 75, maybe he was 40, you know what I mean? But he said, what's an hour ago? Hey, good night, Dina. Thanks, buddy. And I'll ask definitely Evan about that linkage. He has never brought it up to me. I didn't know at all. So I'll ask him when I get off here. Thank you for helping out with that. It's appreciated more than you realize. And I hope you and your family have a great, great week. And how much do you think nowadays sounds like too good of a deal? What do you mean, Internet? How much do you think nowadays sounds like too good of a deal? I don't know actually what you mean, like on a Beetle, or I mean, usually when I look in the marketplace, I can tell right away that I'm not wasting my time because it's too good to be true, you know. Good night, Kevin. I hope you and April have a great, great week. This one is running, driving, expected thoughts. It depends. I mean, I've seen daily drivers with a little faded paint net around me for like 5,000-6,000, which is actually pretty reasonable for some of them, in all honesty. But yeah, the barn effect that guy did was terrible. He left them cars, and there was, you know, the ZZ Top car. Is that like a 34 Ford or something? It was that body style, rotted to the bones. He must have put all these cars in there like 40 years ago in that dirt floor, and he would not sell them to nobody. Story of life with that, you know. But Heather and I stopped there and was looking around, and it's a shame. All those cars that he put in there, they were going to be worth money. They're not now. There's nothing left of them, but kind of a sad thing. But okay, I guess I better rock and roll because I said to Heather, I'm going to relax with you tonight and talk with you. I knew she wasn't feeling well. And I says, I'll be in there for an hour, and it always ends up 2 hours. Thanks for being here, folks, and thank you for the contributions. I really, really appreciate that very much. I hope everybody has a great week. Stay strong and be happy. Life is quick, so we got to smile as much as we possibly can. And I hope to see y'all this coming summer at the meet. So everybody have a great week, and I'll catch you next Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope everybody is safe.